No, but it would be funny to do a bit where it's like we talk about big pussy being a pussy, and we have to bleep it when we're
Big
using it
pussy
as
being
a yeah. Bess sent me a picture of what is this? Yeah, Charlie went to the King's Island with his friends. Oh, they look like they're gonna just destroy the joint. All right. I'm gonna let all the peeps know. The story, the video today just kind of took off a little bit, kinda.
Which one?
Didn't get a whole lot of views, the picture on my watch, but it got a lot of engagement.
God, I love that story so much. That's going on Best of Year 6.
Okay.
Absolutely going on Best of Year 6.
I'm gonna woof out that we're on. You think anybody got the woofed tits reference?
I don't know.
I hope they did. Surely there's somebody out
had
there.
to have gotten that reference.
I'm gonna use a Bono meme because everybody knows I like the Bonos.
Mm-hmm. You sure do.
Why? On. I read somebody started a thread in the U2 Reddit about meeting the band and like going to Bono's house.
Right.
Bono famously has a house. I mean, everyone has a homeless people don't have it. Bono has a house.
I'd like to think that he has a house.
He has a house.
Bono probably has several houses.
He does. But he has one in Dublin that's like his house. It's kind of like, you know how we went to the tree. This would be like going to the house.
Okay.
And the thread was people go to these places like Stephen King's house and different houses.
Right.
And they get pictures in front of them. But Bono's pretty known for like popping his head out and saying, "Hey mate, do you want some tea? Can I?" Coming out. He's invited people in.
Yeah.
They've had conversations.
Huh.
There was a story about he met a guy at a bar and found out the guy was a huge fan, and then he sent the whole rest of the entourage onto the hotel or whatever, and he hung out with the guy and had a couple of pints. And
wow,
all the stuff.
And you came, didn't you?
A little bit. It's like, well, he didn't do that with me in Louisville.
No, he did not. If you had millions and millions of dollars, would you buy multiple houses?
I think I would, and it's just I would like to just be able to say I got another house.
Well, I can say that.
I've had a recurring dream.
Yeah.
That I have a huge, not a huge house, but like a house with a hallway that goes to a whole other wing that I never go into.
I have that. That you just never go into.
Well, some dreams I do, but it's like, like a lot of dreams you have, you're in a dream and there's a caterpillar sailing on a parasail and that's a weird dream. And then you just never have that again.
Yeah.
I have this similar house dream. And it keeps happening, and I explore different parts of the house, and then every time I go to that room, it's getting water damage from something.
No, I've had the dream several times where I find a part of my home that henceforth did not exist, or heretofore did not exist. Yeah, henceforth is after, heretofore is before.
Have you ever?
It's like, what is this? And you push it's always a bookcase.
Yeah.
You push the bookcase, and there's this giant room. I'm like, oh my God, nobody knows that's in this room.
Have you had one where you have a basement that's like structured kind of like the Batcave, like a huge cavernous basement?
No, I have not. I have not had that one. I did
structurally unsound.
I did. That's a stress dream. And I wonder why you're having that.
Yeah.
No, I did have a dream where our very downstairs bathroom, our basement bathroom, we don't have a bathroom in our basement, but I was going to the bathroom in our basement, and as I was opening the door, I noticed that the wooden the thing around
the awning,
was it's like, what? Why is this drippy? Why is this wet? And I opened it up, and there's all this water coming down from around the light. And I was like, well, that sucks. And then I woke up. And I woke up because Eddie and Gina and Ryan were staying with us, and they have a what's it called? One of them noise machines that gives the
very good. Okay.
Yeah. What's it called? It's not a noise machine.
It's a white noise machine.
White noise machine. Yeah. And then I woke up and I was convinced that where they were sleeping in the movie room was flooded. That's a great story.
I thought it was good.
No.
Where'd my fucking... Oh my God. Where's the mouse? There it is. Whatever. I look I look fine. I looked weird.
Now you look red like me, which is fine.
It's
Whatever.
good.
Yeah.
Whatever. Piss
Nice
on
and
it.
tan.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. No, but I am going to go weird on that. I'm listening to my movie podcast again, and I feel like one thing that I think we don't do well is when we talk about movies or things like that, we're just going to say, yeah, I saw it, and the popcorn was good, and then I like the part where the guy said the thing, and then
that is not true. We go into great detail.
Okay. Well, okay, then don't get upset with me when I go into great detail.
Okay.
No spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers.
None.
Did you listen to 311?
I have not yet.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I have been listening to the recent ones. You're doing an exceptional job.
Oh, thank you.
And if I may, the tits clip, because I had to create the video.
Uh-huh.
Editing around myself was fucking brutal. Because I heard the finished podcast from you. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a quick and easy video.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
About an hour and a half to 2 hours later, I'm like, Jesus, are you serious? You can't just it's Mondays. Just the bar, its place, it's down there.
No, there are days where I'm editing. I'm like, oh, okay, Mike, what are we, Andrew Dice Clay this episode? And there are other days where I'm like, come on, Darren, what are we, Andrew Dice Clay?
Oh, we've had them. I remember one time you made me went back in my editing days. I like to edit at Panera. It was an hour-long episode. I got to 51 minutes in, and you're like, you said some story, and you're like, well, fuck it. And I'm like, God damn it. I said it like out loud because I had the the headphones.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I was the only person in there besides the
and then you signed an autograph, right?
Yeah.
With Kate Halpin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Mike.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Let me set a clock here.
I'm Mike, and you're not.
And that's
Little Chevy
right.
Chase.
Yeah, a little bit. No, because last week I did my impression of you. So I thought.
Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to it. No, I haven't.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Hi, I'm Darren.
Yeah, I am Mike.
Welcome to Irritable Dad Syndrome, Cincinnati's comedy podcast. This is episode 312. Mike Odell, he is back.
And I'm not AI. I'm an actual person.
No.
With feelings, hopes, and dreams, and aspirations.
Oh, yeah, you got an aspiration, all right.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about all kinds of fun things, is what I'm told. I haven't read the rundown yet.
That's right. Last week, I teased because Mike wasn't here. Mike was not having a good week at all, and I'm happy to see you.
I'm happy to.
I missed you when you were gone. I always miss you when we take a week off of recording. That is the God's truth.
Yeah.
But no.
Well, this has become our therapy. This is the 1 hour a week therapy session.
Yes.
To a sea of empty chairs.
Between 40 to 50 chairs, depending on the week.
So I've been told the next one will have 60 chairs. Coming up in the world.
I'll dress up. No, Mike's son Andrew and my son Cameron graduated. We're going to talk about that. I went to the Indy 500 again and for a promotional event and talk about that. We're going to talk about
the back rooms. I'll talk about the back rooms.
Yeah. There's just all kinds of the things I teased last week and then some other stuff this week. This is going to be a great episode. Welcome. We're happy that you're here. And if I seemed fidgety, it's because I am very itchy today. I went to the dermatologist, and if I haven't mentioned to you before, I think I have. I think I've mentioned on this podcast.
Did they delouse you?
No, but I have soon to be had several skin tags.
Oh,
those are fun.
Yeah.
And they froze those sons of bitches off.
Yeah.
And that stings. Have you ever had something frozen off your body?
They did. They got one on my arm once. It was, did not like it.
Yeah. It stings while they're doing it. And now some of these skin tags that I had on my side, I look like, was it in Toxic Avenger? What is it? When the guy got exposed to the stuff and then his face got all radiation-y and bloopy and bleh.
Bloopy. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to see?
No. So
it's all I can do to not scratch at these things. But check you know what? Go to your dermatologist once a year. Have your skin checked. Go every year and make sure that you don't have any suspicious moles or abrasions, anything like that. Go get your skin checked. Thank you. I'm Darren Cox, and I approve this message.
Yeah, I need to get my ass checked. Here's the thing. Here's some. You need
to get your ass checked because apparently nothing's coming out of it.
Here's some content for y'all. COVID jacked up my colon, right? Because I'm supposed to get a colonoscopy every 5 years, and I'm on the 5-year plan.
It jacked up your calendar, not your
jacked
colon.
up my calendar. So in 2020, warn't nobody sticking nothing up no one's ass.
No,
at all. Right. So I couldn't have my 2020 colonoscopy. It had to be delayed until 2021.
Right.
Well, I don't think in things that aren't multiples of 5. Okay. It's always been easy. 2015, 2020, 2025. I said, this will be easy. When I finally lose my mind, it won't matter as long as I can count to 5.
That's right.
I can get my colon checked. Well, 2026, as it is now, means that 2025 has passed. In December of 20...
That's true.
Yes, that's how time works, kids. In 2025, in my mind, I was due for a colonoscopy. And I felt bad, but I just didn't. I could not. There was so much stuff going on. December 2025 was insane.
Yes.
So was January.
Yes.
And I just could not get it scheduled. And the whole year, I would hear things like, you got to get yourself checked.
You got to do it.
And then I get to, it's 2026 in the Mays. Right now, May. I need to quit talking like an idiot. It's June. Well, see.
Oh, okay.
No, when the story took place, it was May.
That's right.
It was May in 2026, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna get this scheduled. We're gonna do this now. Better late than never.
That's
right?
true. Yes.
So I call the place, and I say, I'm due for a colonoscopy, and they said, what's your date of birth? I gave that to them. What's your name? I gave that to them. There's a long pause. And they said, you're not due until December 2026. And I said, I thought I was on the 5-year plan. Right?
Right.
And they said, you were last here, December 2021. And it hit me in my brain like a revelation.
Yep.
Wow, I missed a year. And there was an uncomfortable... It took me a long time to realize that. So there was a long silence on the phone.
It takes you a long time to realize a lot of things.
She broke the silence and said, do you want to schedule a colonoscopy now for December? And I'm like, no, I don't even, I mean, I can schedule it now for December. She said, yeah, let me see if he's available. Yeah. Which turns out it was hard to get an appointment in December. 2026, and here we are in May or June now. You may be asking yourself, what's the point of this story? And I'll tell you, there's not one. But if I can save one person, right? If you are due a procedure, go get the procedure.
Go get it done. Do it.
You got nothing else better to do.
No.
So you go get yourself checked, and checked it and corrected.
Yes. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
It's been a good run. It's been a good.
Has it? Has it?
Wow.
So, congratulations to your son, Andrew. Congratulations to my son, Cameron. They graduated high school.
And still sitting in the house.
Still sitting in the house, not doing a damn thing.
Yeah.
Can you take out the trash? Can you make me another sandwich, Papa? Yeah. No, good kids.
Kids.
They are good
Excellent
kids. I am ridiculously proud of Cameron, and I'm ridiculously proud of Andrew, because these kids, they've been friends since they were 3 years old. That's why Mike and I are friends.
Yeah. Well,
it's true.
We're acquaintances.
We are co-podcasters. Yeah. But no, so here's they went to this high school up here in Westchester, Ohio. Ginormous class, like 15,000. Is it 15,000 people who graduated that day? Seemed like it.
Yeah.
It seemed like it. It took forever. And as I mentioned last week, this graduation was a shit show. Okay. Starting with security. Okay. They had this graduation ceremony at the Centos Center, which is at Xavier University here
Cincinnati
in Cincinnati.
Towel and Shoe.
That's right. What are you talking about?
That's what Centos stands for. Actually, I made up the S, but the original company was Cincinnati Towel and something.
Oh,
and
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Cincinnati.
Excuse me. Thank you for that interruption, Mike. Starting with security. Okay, so we had some family members come up. My sister-in-law, Peggy, was here. My brother-in-law, Eddie, his wife, Gina, she is now my sister-in-law, and our little nephew, Ryan, came up to watch Cameron's graduation. Now, Cameron had 2 ceremonies, okay? And it's not because he's special or he's better than anybody. He studied at Butler Tech University, and he studied graphic design. So Butler Tech is kind of like, remember when you went to school and there were kids who went to vocational school? So it's a different school, still part of the same program, right? So Butler Tech had a ceremony the night before Lakota West had their ceremony. And it was night and day different. We went to Butler Tech's ceremony. We walked in, no problem. We found our seats, no problem. Everybody was cool. It was a great thing. And everybody walked the stage, and it was really, really cool. So we're at graduation, and my sister-in-law has not a kind of like, what's that walker that converts into a wheelchair?
An AT-AT walker.
She has an AT-AT. So she's trying to get this AT-AT through the door, and they say, the people with AT-ATs can go through the door to the left. So it was me and Libby and Eddie and my mom and Peggy, and we went to the side door where they're letting people who have wheelchairs go through. This lady, oh my God, she was not having it.
Oh,
absolutely. Hell no. She was thinking. She was like, no, we can't let everybody through here, because she was saying that whoever has the wheelchair can go through the door. And one person, you got a wheelchair, you go through the door, and you've got one person.
Oh, that's stupid.
That is stupid, because the night before, all 6 of us went right through. Because here's the thing. So you let somebody who's in a wheelchair through the side door, okay? And they got one person. These 2 people are going to go and save 6 seats.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what's the point in letting 2 people go through the door and save 6 seats, or letting all 6 people in and getting 6 seats?
Yeah. Now you're in a situation where you got to lift the person out of the wheelchair and lay them across 6 seats.
6 seats to save the seats.
To save them.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's uncomfortable for everyone.
Yes, it
is.
A
lawsuit waiting to happen.
It is.
Our attorney, Andrew Jackson Gibbons, would probably
he is on top of this.
Defend anyone.
But anyway, I looked at the lady, and I'm like, my wife has all 6 tickets to get into this thing on her phone. I'm like, why are you going to make 4 of us go through the other line? And she was not having it.
Well, because the other lines were moving so quickly.
She was in a mood. And our friends were in line ahead of us. And my buddy Mark looked at the lady, like, we're going through this door, and that's all I'm going to say about it. And I'm like, damn.
Classic last words before you're thrown to the ground and zip tied.
But we weren't. Yeah. Anyway, so we made it through the asshole security people.
Yes.
We got our seats, and we got there way early.
You did.
We did. Well, we needed to make sure we could get our seats together.
Bess and I were still out with the peasantry.
I know.
Trying to get in, and she said, Darren's already sitting in there. I was like, well, you know what? Fuck Darren.
I texted you and I said, where are you guys sitting? And Mike replies, with your mom. I'm like, well, that's great. That's just great. And you were lying, because I was sitting next to my mom, and I didn't see you.
I'm trying to bring people together.
So the ceremony finally starts, and the audio was horrible.
It was low.
The audio was low. The audio was very, very low. Now, the valedictorian was very, very extremely shy. Okay. And he couldn't help this.
Yeah.
And he was not speaking into the microphone directly.
Yeah.
And you couldn't hear a thing he was saying.
He was speaking, if I may, askance.
Askance.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could not hear a word he was saying. Somebody should have come up and moved the microphone over for him, even if that would have made it awkward. I don't know.
Here's the thing.
He should have been, what they should have done beforehand is said, look, Trevor, you need to speak directly into the microphone and give the guy some coaching, because people aren't familiar with speaking in especially with a giant crowd like that.
Now, people may say, now, Mike, what kind of experience do you have in show business? How can you give any
We're right here
information? Well, A, here we are. And B, there are ways to alleviate situations like that live without embarrassing the person.
That's true.
Yeah, someone could have reached in very easily and tilted the microphone up towards him.
Yes.
They could have risen the volume slider or the gain or whatever you call it on the microphone.
The gain on the microphone.
They could have said, excuse me, you need to speak up. They could have done that.
They could have. I know.
We are a professionally run show.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And we've had situations where I've had to tell my co-host something very important. Say, we haven't recorded the past 45 minutes of this, your favorite band.
Yes, the interview
discussion.
Yes.
And we've done that.
We have.
With very moderate increases in the level of red in my co-host's face while he thinks of ways to murder me.
Yeah.
But I've been to more than a few concerts. I've seen guitars have strings put on them and tuned whilst in play.
Yes.
I've seen that happen.
Yes.
You can do a lot live.
That's true.
So they could have done. I was up in the nosebleeds with the people that were shouting, that were heckling. You heard heckling during the graduation?
There was heckling all through graduation.
That was my crew. And I want to talk about the heckling, but not before this.
We'll get to that.
But I was up there, and the farthest that you could get away from the microphone, and I felt compelled to go down there and just, excuse me, here,
everybody.
Yeah,
let me help
you out a little bit.
Yeah. So there was that. Then once they started the procedure, once the processional, people started walking up the middle of the stage, up steps to get their diploma.
And there's a camera, and they throw gang signs at the camera.
Yes, there's a camera. That camera went out about 40 people in, and then they went to this overhead shot, which apparently was from Mars.
Yeah.
And then once they got the camera on the floor,
at a weird angle from like behind the ear of a guy.
It did, but it was so high up. It was like watching ants all in little red and black.
And the poor kids didn't know that the camera was out, so they're still up there. They're still up there throwing their East Coast, West Coast stuff.
That's right.
And the camera ain't watching.
No.
And I bet Andrew's going to do something, and the camera's not going to catch him. Here's what bothered me most about that is, yes, the camera went out for whatever reason.
Right.
Okay. We've had technical difficulties. Lord knows we've had technical difficulties on this show. But they got it working. And then it went out again. And it took them forever to figure out that it went out.
Right.
Like, I got to the point where I wasn't watching the kids anymore. I was watching the lady behind the camera. And you see her just kind of look in like this. She'd look to her left, look to her right, throw her hands up. Somebody would run out. A dude crawled from under the stage. Did you see that?
I did.
The freaking, like, Shelob the spider in Return of the King just came out. There you go. There's a reference for you. And
she always needs to feed.
Yeah. And they fixed it again. And I wasn't sure what they were doing.
Yeah. But I felt bad for the parents of the kids who didn't get their gang sign screen time during graduation. Then there's this one student who, it was her turn to walk up the steps. She was having some trouble getting up the steps. Okay. She was having trouble. The person reading the names didn't realize that this person was having trouble getting up the steps. And she just kept reading. Anthony Michael Hall.
Jonathan Winifred Cusack.
Sierra Nevada Hughes. Tico Malike Binyata.
Bradley Wahapin Pitt.
And I just wanted to go, stop!
Did you know where the reading lady was? We were trying to find her.
No, but
I thought she was hiding behind the fern. There was a fern up there. It was the only place I couldn't see. And I noticed that when the kids went around, they seemed scared of the fern all of a sudden. I thought that's where the lady is.
Oh, these kids the line just kept getting backed up and backed up.
And the principals,
and she just won't stop reading. Darren, Michael, Cox, Mark, Halford, just stop. And finally she's, sorry. William Howard Taft, it was a mess. It was a giant
Weird
mess.
Al Yankovic. It's just ridiculous.
So when I graduated high school in the late 1980s, we had the good Lord, what did we had?
They played Van Halen Jump that you guys walked out to.
Yes, we had we had the valedictorian speech, the salutatorian speech, and then like the principal or some guest speaker came. We had 3 speeches. Yeah, 3.
Yeah,
there was like 17 speeches before graduation.
Yeah.
And then after all the students got their diplomas and everything, there were 2 more speeches. And we're like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
We were there almost all night long. Some people are still there. Can't get out of the place.
And we found out that apparently
Bon Jovi.
We found out that they weren't actually given diplomas. I don't know what they were giving out. They were given Bazooka Joe gum wrappers.
They do that.
Yeah.
They don't give the diploma at the thing because if you run up there and rip up your robe and it says, eat at Joe's, they're not going to give you. They do that so that you don't act like an ass.
Well, we learned
that's their
that
guarantee.
There were all kinds of little things. So the gang signs. So Andrew did the gang signs, and we found out he was doing the Spider-Man thing.
Right.
Apparently, I've said this before. He bears a striking resemblance to Tom Holland.
He does.
So he was doing I think that's why he was doing the Spider-Man thing, because I've been telling him that forever.
Right.
But a lot of kids were ripping open their robe to show the college that they were going to go to.
Yes.
And then there were some diff dangles who will not be named who ripped open their shirt and it had the high school's logo. It's like, what are you repeating your senior year?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, we know you're here. Yeah. We know that's where you were.
Yeah, where you currently are. Henry Winkler. It was just we were done, man. We were
Frodo Robert Baggins. Gandalf the Grey.
Marianda Brandybook. God. Jeez. Oh, anyway.
Wolverine.
Anyway, congratulations to the class of 2026. If your student graduated this year, we, from the bottom of our hearts, both of us, we congratulate you. It's these kids, my God, they did so much hard work.
They did, yeah.
And
good luck out there, because we fucked up the world. We did. If you're 18 and you're listening to the show,
sorry.
I'll send what I can. We're not making much, but we'll send you a couple of pennies. Jesus.
Good.
Coming into we got a war going on. The economy's about to fall off a cliff.
Yeah.
The Terminator data centers are being built.
Yeah.
Like continents are sinking into the ocean.
And monkeypox.
Buy a helmet.
Buy a helmet. Strap in.
Yeah,
monkeypox. Yeah.
That's a new one.
Don't ride any roller coasters.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah.
That's my advice.
Don't sit in any suede seats.
No.
What? I don't know.
I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast that I went back to Indianapolis. My company, we were at the Indy 500 for the 3rd year in a row doing a promotional event. And again, this year, I think I met every person who went to the Indy 500. Had to have. There's no way I didn't. I mean, we had just so many people come through our little world there that we had, because I was representing, we usually go and do a promotion event for News Nation, and this year we'd had a promotion event for Antenna TV. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Right? I work for Antenna TV, and I was thrilled. I had an Antenna TV shirt, and we had this 1961 race car, this Indy car brought in, so people could have their picture taken with the car. Now, if you think I'm funny on this podcast, you should see me at one of these events. Oh my God, am I hilarious?
Trying to figure out why I'm blurred. I said we had a technical thing where I just suddenly leapt out to the camera and turned off a bunch of.
And now you're blurry.
Now I'm blurry.
Yeah.
This is nothing but the best technical. Jesus, what is this? Really? I guess I'll just be back here. I'll just be here.
What's also great is this is an audio podcast, and you're wondering why you're so blurry.
This is going to mess people up. They're really like, do I have cataracts?
Just in the left eye.
Why is it staying like that?
Only in the left eye. I don't know. What did you do?
Oh my God. Okay. You continue to talk.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
So we're at the Indy 500, and we got this race car, right?
Yeah.
And people are waiting in line, and I'm like, you want to get your picture taken with the race car? And they said, how much is it? I said, well, if you want to get your picture taken just with the car, it's free. If you want me in the picture, it's $25. Hilarious, right?
Yeah.
This one guy says, well, hell yeah, get in here. And I said, no, go ahead. And he goes, no, man, I'd rather have my picture taken with you than with this car.
There you go.
And I said, okay. So he got his picture taken with me, and he says, the car is cool, man, but meeting you was cooler. I was like, it's okay. Aim low, kids. Aim low. So there was that. And then if we had somebody say, can I sit in the car? No. Oh my God, no. Hell no.
Mind?
Absolutely hell no. And so we're like, can I sit in the car? And I said, dude, we can't even sneeze next to this car. Said, you get 1 inch closer to that, the authorities are going to come and drag both of us out of here. And so these people, God, they loved talking with us. They loved seeing the car, and we printed off pictures and gave everybody free pictures, right? So I'm working the line, like the first 12 or so people, I didn't realize our shot was so wide. Like the first dozen pictures, I'm at the side of it, just standing there. Just standing there. And I asked the guys, I'm like, why didn't you tell me that I'm in this shot? And they're like, we didn't think you would care. I'm like, what does it matter if I care? These poor slobs coming through here getting their free pictures got my dumb ass in it. So, but no, then like we had a wheel that you could spin, and depending on what color it landed on, you could win an Antenna TV lunchbox. You could get
like the little thermos inside?
It does not have a thermos in it.
What the hell?
Now hold on. Don't bite the horse that feeds you. Wait, what? Don't bite.
Don't lick the horse that. What?
Don't lick horses. Never lick a horse.
Yeah.
So you could win yo-yos. And I'm like, this is no ordinary yo-yo. This yo-yo goes up and down. Okay. And people are like, So they were loving it, absolutely loving it. We gave away Sanford and Son lunchboxes. And
now I want a Sanford and Son lunchbox.
Yeah, those the Mork and Mindy lunchboxes went like wildfire.
Mm-hmm.
Those were gone in a second.
Now, were these the old school like steel? Lunch?
Yeah, metal lunchboxes. I mean,
do you have any left?
They do.
You hook me up with the Sanford.
I might be able to hook you up.
Okay, all right. Just on the down low, on the skipper.
I'll see what I can do.
All right.
But anyway, the people in Indianapolis were so nice. Oh my God, I was just soaking up the positive vibe that they were dishing out. And I loved meeting every person that came through our tent and came through to win prizes and meet with us. And so if anybody in Indianapolis is listening right now that I met, it was nice meeting you from the bottom of my heart. I had so much fun doing that. And here is a David Letterman update. You ready? For the past 3 years, we have reached out to David Letterman for an interview to do with Antenna TV. And this year, He turned us down again.
Okay.
So we did not get an interview with David Letterman.
Oh, there you go.
This has been a David Letterman
there
update.
You go. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a small thing that's not on any rundown.
Hello.
What?
That's not what I've heard.
Can we do something about Collective Soul?
What about Collective Soul?
They should be more popular than they are. Now, I know they're popular, and I know that they've made it in music.
They had a lot of number one hits.
A lot of number one hits. I know
they did sell a lot of albums.
They have to be rolling in it. If you look at what Ed Roland walks around and rolls in, he's got to be they look fantastic.
Yeah.
They sound fantastic.
That's true.
This weekend, they're playing the Troy Strawberry Festival, which is fine.
That doesn't make any sense.
Free tickets.
It's free. Oh my God.
Come one, come all.
That doesn't make any sense. It's not like they're Eddie Money.
I had problems. I've had problems because the last few times I've seen Collective Soul, they've been opening for other bands.
I know they opened it for Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah, and for a long time they were touring with the Goo Goo Dolls, and I'm like, I just never. There's something in my DNA that has prevented me from listening to Goo Goo Dolls songs.
That's right.
Except for the one that everybody's do the Iris thing.
Yeah.
But all the rest, I just can't. I can't do it. And then I wanted to see Collective Soul on that tour, but I didn't want to see the Goo Goo Dolls.
That tracks.
And I thought they're an excellent band.
Yeah, they are.
But I've never seen them, with the exception of once at Bogart's. They were on their own tour.
Yeah.
But the first time I saw them, they were opening for Van Halen.
Okay.
And then I've seen them open for Garbage. I've seen them open for Hootie and the Blowfish. I would have seen them open for Goo Goo Dolls if I could have stood it. They play festivals, all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
They should be, if you whenever I've been in a Collective Soul concert, and one of them was with you and Libby and me and Bess, you and Libby.
Yes. We went on a double date.
The crowd was ecstatic.
They loved them.
They loved them.
Yes.
They were great. I got a little annoyed when everybody got excited for what's the song? Shine. Because it's like, that's a great song, but come on, people.
It's my least popular song of theirs.
Well, you gotta, let's get a different part of the problem is y'all ain't buying their albums.
Yes, that is true.
But I just wanted to bitch because
we have every one of their albums.
I got a notification on my phone that Collective Soul was touring near me, and I clicked it. And it was like Troy, and I was like, why? I thought Cincinnati. Maybe they're in the what is
the
it?
Greater
whatever
Tri-State area.
The Greater and it's at Troy, and it's the Strawberry Festival, and I'm like, are you serious? When me and Bess used to live in Troy, the Strawberry Festival, the big things they had were strawberries. Cheese, and wooden rocking chairs. That's what's there.
Okay.
That's what's there at the Troy, and not many people at all. And now they've got Collective Soul playing for free. Free.
No, that doesn't make any sense at all.
Now, they're probably doing it to charitably. I don't know what they do with charity and all that stuff. They seem like a great group of guys.
I was pissed because, like, when they came through, I wanted to see Hootie. And even if Collective Soul weren't opening for him, I think I would have went to see Hootie.
Yeah.
That was a bonus for me because years and years ago, Libby and I were dating. This was 98.
Yeah.
And we went to see them at a club in Knoxville, Tennessee. And my God, they blew the doors off the place.
They should have been bigger than they were.
Insane, right? And so I hear that they're coming and they're playing with Hootie, and then they're bringing along Edwin McCain. And no offense to Edwin McCain, but if Edwin McCain wasn't there, Collective Soul could have played 6 more songs. It could have been a double headliner. We didn't need 3 acts because Edwin McCain came out and did his thing, and then he came out and sang a song with Collective Soul. Then he came out and sang a song with Hootie. I'm like, I don't just shut up.
See, I broke my rule. I wish
Edwin McCain.
I didn't go see them when they opened for Goo Goo Dolls because I had a rule. I'm not going to pay to see because Goo Goo Dolls was the headliner and I was being an asshole. I'm like, I'm not going to pay to see them. I want to see Collective Soul. But then I finally actually did that with a band with five finger death punch.
Yeah.
I went to see because the Who, not the Who, but the other Who,
HU,
the Who were opening, and then Megadeth was opening, and then Five Finger Death Punch. And I was like,
doesn't make any sense that Megadeth
awesome.
opened up for them.
I get to see the Who, I get to see the Megadeths, and then I get a parking lot all to myself. And it was glorious. I was home while the sun was still up. It was awesome.
So years ago, when Libby and I lived in Johnson City, we were going to go to Knoxville to see a concert. It was Goo Goo Dolls, Sugar Ray, and Fastball. Okay. I wanted to see Fastball.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you have the album Fastball did with The Way on it.
No.
Every song on is great. And I'm like, I think these guys will be fantastic live. So we drove from Johnson City to Knoxville, Tennessee. We got there. And turns out that Fastball will not be performing tonight. I'm like, mother. So they brought in, I don't remember the name of the band, some local band. They were out of their mind because, my God, they're playing to all these people who showed up for a real show. Yeah. And they would play a song and there's like, thank you. They would play a song like, thank you, we're Keith and the Sweats, and we got T-shirts and CDs over there. They would play another song, and they would mention, we're Keith and the Sweats, and we have T-shirts and CDs over there. Yeah. They play a third song, we're Keith and the Sweats. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's how we would be. Could you imagine if like we were somewhere and we'd see like Jon Stewart and he like killed over, and they pulled him off. I was like, does anybody have any experience? Well, I'm Darren and Mike, and this is you're watching Darren and Mike. He's Darren, I'm Mike. I'm Mike, he's Darren.
That's right. We have T-shirts and CDs.
Here, over.com, right there.
But so yeah, Sugar Ray was pretty good. Okay. Sugar Ray held the crowd. Yeah. Everybody had a great time with Sugar Ray. Goo Goo Dolls came on, and they weren't bad, but the bass player, apparently Goo Goo Dolls used to be a punk band. So the Mike Goo Goo would sing the hits, and then the redheaded bass player would get up to the mic and just start screaming shit that nobody could understand because they would play punk songs. So Goo Goo Dolls were would you call them alternative rock band? Were they alternative?
They were like, I don't know what. There was a weird phase there where alternative came and it was going away, and you got like this weird mix. It was like pop alternative.
Yeah. So anyway, but Mike Goo Goo would sing the hits, and then redheaded dude would go up there and it was like, okay. And we couldn't wait for Mike Goo Goo to get back. Yeah. And then he played Iris, and we're like, okay, are we ready to go? And it turns out they had one or two more songs left, so we stayed for the whole show because we bought the tickets. Yeah. But
there was this weird thing at the end of the 70s and very beginning of the 80s where everybody was in this post-punk thing. U2 was in it, NXS. Yes. A lot of bands that have a very specific sound that's very different. And I think I've mentioned here before. I know I've mentioned here before. I listened to U2X Radio. They've been playing a lot of stuff that was before the first U2 album. And Bono is doing a thing where he's trying to sound like this. Oh, yeah. And then NXS did this. Yeah, and Michael Hutchence did the exact same thing. If you listen to the first NXS album, it's like, what? And they're all doing that. And it's just like, what are you guys doing? Yeah. Great.
I think you channeled Mick Jagger.
I did. I'd say, yeah.
Oh, God. Something I mentioned last week that we would be talking about tonight, and I always keep my promises. Stephen Colbert. Did you see Stephen Colbert do his show?
I saw about half of the public access show.
The public access show.
It was glorious.
Is better than any show he ever did on CBS or Comedy Central combined.
Oh, you guys have unleashed a behemoth of comedy.
Oh, I was watching that like,
oh my Lord.
My God, it was so glorious. Yeah. And I want to hire Genevieve, the woman who worked at that public access TV station. Yeah. I want her to work on this show because I literally spit drink out of my mouth because he mentioned that there was a ham fest coming up, and he thought it was about ham, the meat, but it turns out it's for ham radio enthusiasts. And they come back to him, and he's holding this ham. It has sparklers in it. And he's just like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this now? He's like, Genevieve. And she walks in the door and looks at it and goes, okay, and takes it and then walks out. And I'm like, oh my God.
And then randomly it'll cut over to Jack White.
Yes.
Here's some musical dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What do you think about that? Yeah, I liked it. Yeah. And then they would go to a break and he would play Alice's Restaurant or 98 Tears by Question Mark and the Mysterians. And it
was glory. It had real guests like Jeff Daniels. Real guests coming on. Oh, it was.
And I'm like, oh my God, it was funnier than any episode of The Late Show or any episode of The Colbert Report. And I was like, this guy, he's going to be fine.
Oh, he's going to be fine.
He's going to be just fine.
So,
Genevieve.
I want to tell the kids, this is a public service. I want to tell the kids about the back rooms. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need that's a
okay.
Jammer.
Okay. You went to see the back rooms.
I went to see the back rooms with Charles, and Andrew went to go see it with his friends, and now we're trying to convince Bess to go see it. Y'all need to see this movie.
Okay.
So we were talking to you briefly upstairs.
Yes.
We have a pre-show.
Yeah.
With Bess and whatever kid happens to be home at that time.
Pre-show.
And you are unaware of what the back rooms are. So
that's right.
Kind of.
I know it's a horror movie.
It's a liminal spaces. That's kind of how it started. Okay. Well, that is how it started. It was a photography thing on the interwebs. I don't know if it was on Reddit or where it was, but people would take pictures of like abandoned hotels or rooms that should have things and people in it, but don't. And it's inherently creepy. So think of we talked about The Shining. Think of the scenes in The Shining where it's just there's no one in the hotel and there's those long hallways. There's inherently a creepiness about them.
Yes.
So this whole little lore popped up. It became a web series. Different people on the interwebs would make different videos creating these, they call them liminal spaces.
Okay.
Strange hotel room looking things, or in the movie you'll see the trailer, those weird yellow walls with odd wallpaper. It's meant to seem somewhat familiar but also alien at the same time. It kind of creates an ick feeling in you. Like it's like I kind of remember that but not really, but I feel queasy looking at it. That's the idea. And there's a web series, there's a whole lore that goes with it about a company that's doing research on these spaces. There's games galore made by people where there's entities inside the back rooms and they chase you around and all this stuff. Anyway, the most famous of the web series for the back rooms, the dude got a movie deal, a movie gig, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, well, this is going to be interesting because the web series that he did is really good. Like he's done a really good job. It's supposed to all take place in the 90s. So it has that 90s video.
Well, the 90s was creepy enough as is.
That 90s video aesthetic, right? With the creepiness. It's like a found footage type thing.
Okay.
So in his web series, there's a corporation. They send people in with hazmat suits. They go explore these. There's different levels. There's a level called pools where everything's like a weird, creepy pool. Like think of an abandoned pool inside a building.
I'm thinking about it right now.
Yeah.
And I'm getting creeped
a
out.
little creepy.
Yeah.
So there's all those kind of things. And people have kind of latched onto this and built this thing. So Charlie wanted to see it. I saw the trailer. I thought I was already somewhat versed in the liminal horror. And I was like, this would be interesting to see. I had no idea how far they were going to take it.
Right.
And I have since, I didn't want to read anything. And I'll tell y'all,
I never want to read anything.
There's going to be no spoilers. I'm not going to talk about any spoilers in this, because the less you know about, what's in there, the more fun the movie is.
Right.
But I'll tell you things you need to know, like why it's creepy. But then the other piece of it is, we read about the movie afterwards, and they are planning sequels. It's done so well that there's going to be more. It's going to be like a series type thing.
Of course.
The interesting thing, though, is the whole Backrooms lore is like an anthology thing. So the next movie or next story may probably not have the same characters, probably won't be in the same space. There is one hell of an Easter egg cameo that I audibly, I did this. I went, he's in this. Like this movie just went from it's kind of like if you watched you remember a little movie called Iron Man?
Yes.
You remember
with
that?
Robert Downey Jr.
Well, actually, let's take that's a good one. Imagine if you didn't know Robert Downey Jr. was in it and you went to go watch it and you find out that's a Robert Downey Jr. Holy crap, this went from a superhero movie to the superhero movie, something completely different. Yeah. So this Mother Jammer pops up, and I'm like, oh, this thing's got some chops.
I've got an idea for a prequel. The front rooms.
Yeah,
you have to go through those rooms.
Yeah,
and then you get to the back rooms.
The movie does an excellent job of
Hollywood comedy.
Yeah, of introducing the concept of the back rooms, and then giving some backstory, and then throwing you full tilt into it. And if you're someone who's been like watching all this stuff on the interwebs and you're like, they're not going to do anything different, they do. Okay, it's cool. Go check it out.
Just when you think they don't,
when you think they don't, they do.
I am riveted.
And they take it in some really cool directions.
I think I have backroom fever.
So I saw it with Charlie. Of course, Charlie loved it. Charlie usually loves any movie we go see, which is I think that's fun.
Yeah.
And then we talked to Andrew, who saw it separately, and he really liked it. Yeah, and he's wanting, like I said, he wants the whole family to watch it again with Bess. So we've been trying to convince Bess.
Okay.
And we've told her it's kind of like a cross between The Shining and something that's not The Shining. So
for me, it looks kind of like Being John Malkovich.
Okay. I never saw that. I do know who John Malkovich is.
Okay. Never mind.
By the way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hi.
I have an issue with John Malkovich.
Who doesn't?
The first time I saw him in any type of movie, I didn't actually see the movie. I just saw, it was like on HBO. He was like a mad scientist in this weird comedy thing, and it seemed to be a really stupid movie. And I lumped him in, I'm sorry, I lumped him in at that time the same category as Yahoo Serious.
What?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Just from that movie alone. And then
John
like the
Malkovich
next
is one of our greatest American
I
actors.
know he is. But that initial exposure, I was like, who's this goofball? What the hell? And then all of a sudden he's in like all these Academy Award winning things. He's like one of the most recognized and celebrated actors of our time.
Yeah.
I can't pull him back away from that original thing. He had like, he kind of was like, what's the guy, Doc Brown in Back to the Future? He had that kind of motif going on.
Yeah.
Went off the rails.
Yeah.
Go see Backrooms.
So last week,
what up, Cali Hills? Sorry. Go ahead.
So I mentioned that my sister-in-law Peggy came to visit us for the graduation.
Yes.
Do we need to?
No, we can.
Okay.
She'll strangle him.
I mentioned that my sister-in-law Peggy came to visit us for Cameron's graduation, and when she was up there, she and my brother-in-law Eddie and my wife Libby were all talking about their names. So Peggy is named Peggy. It's not short for anything. Eddie isn't short for Edward. Libby isn't short for Elizabeth. That's their full God-given name that's on their birth certificate. And Peggy was saying, yeah, my name's not short for anything. And a lot of people ask me if my name is short for Margaret, and I'm like, nope, it's just Peggy. And I said, what? Say that again. She says, yeah, Peggy is short for Margaret. And I said, no, it can't possibly be. She goes, it is. And I had to go on the Google because I was trying to prove her wrong.
Yeah.
Which I'd like to do when she's there. Like, listen, Peggy, I'm going to put you in your place.
Yeah.
Peggy is short for Margaret because back in Elizabethan times,
of course,
Margaret was shortened to Marge, which got shortened to Maggie, And then some people started calling, instead of Maggie, they started calling it Meggie.
No.
And then instead of Meggie, they called her Peggy.
You can't do that. You can't go that many jumps. That's a different name at that point.
I know. It's a totally different name. It went through 7, I think, different. It's kind of like, what was it? Guardians of the Galaxy? We've never time portaled that many times.
See,
right?
Mike is short for Michael.
Yes.
It's like you're about to say Michael and you run out of breath halfway through and you go Mike.
Right.
That's a shortened name.
Yes.
You can't get to Peggy from Margaret.
No, you just can't. So now I call her Margaret. Whenever I say, Margaret, you ready to go?
Peggy is closer to Peter than to Margaret.
It is.
Right?
And then something else I've never understood is like John F. Kennedy, they called him Jack for short.
Yeah.
John is 1 syllable. It's 4 letters. Jack is 1 syllable. It's 4 letters.
Yeah.
Why are you calling a guy named John? Why are you calling him Jack?
Question.
Yeah.
John Ritter's character in Three's Company was Jack Tripper.
Yes.
Did John Ritter go by the name Jack in normal dealings?
I don't know.
They did that just to avoid any, because sometimes you get bloopers.
Yep.
Where somebody will be talking to Leonardo DiCaprio, and in the movie his name is Schwartz. And they say, "Hey Leo," and it's like, "Oh, that's a blooper." And they don't have to do that.
You crazy son of a bitch.
You crazy son of a. What do you know? But they don't have to do that. They don't have to do that with Jack Tripper.
No, but I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, so if your name is Margaret, dear God, please don't tell people to call you Peggy, because that's wrong. If your name is Peggy, just enjoy being Peggy.
What are you doing?
Yeah. One other thing I teased last week, and I was very vague about this, before graduation, one other thing I mentioned last week, and I was very vague about this. My mom was over for dinner at our house, as she often does. Mm-hmm. And she's talking to us, and I don't remember what sparked this conversation, but she says, "Do you remember when your dad wanted to open the soup restaurant?" To which I said, "What?" She says, "Yeah, your dad's lifelong dream was to open up the restaurant and serve that one type of soup, and I don't remember what type of soup it was." I said, "Mom, you're out of your mind. What are you talking about?" My father, Marvin, wanted to open a restaurant and not just serve soup. He wanted to serve one kind of soup.
Okay.
And she doesn't remember what type of soup that was. And the story goes nowhere. But I teased it,
yes.
So I'm telling it. But can you imagine, like, what if you found out that your father used to, what was it, that scene in 6 Feet Under?
Yeah. Oh, when they had the whole different apartment.
When they found out that their dad rented that apartment and had it for years.
Yeah.
And he was trying to imagine all the stuff that went on in that apartment, shooting people through the window, having sex with that lady. Like, why did my father own this or rent this apartment for years and nobody knew about it? But my father wanted to open a frickin' soup restaurant.
You know what we should open?
What? Marvin's Soup.
No, Mike and Darren's Nuke Pop, and we just make microwave popcorn. Just come in. We'll have like gourmet sounding shit, and then it's just like, hey, we got another Orville's movie theater.
Mike and Darren's Nuke Pop.
Nuke Pop. Then we'll have to pay some settlement because one of our employees will get popcorn lung after something weird will happen.
Well, we would pop it and then bring it out to them, right? Or would we let them pop it?
Well, that's even better. We just sit behind the corner.
$7.
Counter.
Here you go.
Here, microwave's behind you.
Dumbass.
Wipe it down with the moist towel when you're done. The one with the flies on it? Yeah.
That's the one.
Shake them off before you use it.
That's the one.
Get a liquor license? That place be hopping.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Nuke Pop.
Nuke Pop. Mike and Darren's Nuke Pop. One more thing before we go. I have started full naming things at the house. What do you mean by that, Darren? Well, Mike, I'll tell you.
Sorry. You do have a co-host.
Hello.
Hey, Darren, what's full naming?
Well, Mike.
Yeah.
I was at Costco.
Uh-huh.
And I was looking for some jelly. And they only have one brand of jelly. And the it's Crofters, okay? And then the brand of jelly I bought was Crofters Organic Triple Berry Fruit Spread. Yeah. So they don't call it jelly, they call it triple berry fruit spread. So for some reason, I don't know why, maybe I was just taken over by a drunken, angry spirit. Whoa. But we're at the table and I said, "Hey, will you pass the Crofters Organic Triple Berry Fruit Spread?" Libby said, "Okay." And I said, "Do you like the Crofters Organic Triple Berry Fruit Spread?" And she said, "You know what? I do like the Crofters Organic Triple Berry Fruit Spread." And then we asked Cameron if he wanted some Crofters. Then we asked Cameron if he would like some Crofters Organic Triple Berry Fruit Spread. And he did.
Okay.
Too, and he enjoyed it as well. So we started doing this around the house. And Cameron thinks it's hilarious and he plays along. My other son, Jacob, is not amused at all.
Yeah, I think I side with Jacob. I would. Yeah.
And he's, like almost at the verge of moving out of the house.
Okay.
But it's like, would you like some great value creamy peanut butter? Would you like some Rotel mild diced tomatoes and green chilies?
Yeah. So
how about a Nature Valley sweet and salty dark chocolate peanut and almond chewy granola bar?
Oh, yeah.
Would you like one of those?
Okay. Yeah. So you triggered me just now.
We're full naming things.
Yeah, full naming. Okay. Yeah. So I went on a trip, and I like to stop at Dunkin' Donuts on the way out of town. And I wanted my donuts. Mm-hmm. And I try to keep it simple. I try to get a blueberry donut and a chocolate glazed donut. And I don't go any further than that. Unless I'm feeling a little sprightly, then I'll get a maple iced.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's it. I'm not. There's a weird fritter stuff that people get into these days. It's the devil's work.
Fritter. So they are the work of the devil.
I'm behind this couple, and the lady is interrogating the Dunkin' Donuts employee on what's the donuts are, and I'm like, they're labeled. They had a donut that said jelly.
It's a jelly donut.
Right, that's what you think. She said, "What's in the donut?"
It's full of Crofters Organic Triple Berry Fruit Spread.
The worker had that pause.
Like, what the fuck do you think?
That pause was because that's what they wanted to say. And then she just gestured down towards the sign that said jelly, and she said it has jelly. And I thought the lady was going to say, "No shit, I want to know what kind of jelly it is." But the lady said, "Oh." And then she went over to the Bismarck, and I'm like, "Oh God, here we go."
Now I understand if somebody doesn't know what the Bismarck is.
Yeah, I don't even know what a Bismarck is, but she wanted explanations.
Got what I need
for all these donuts.
But you say he's just a friend.
And I'm like, I wanted to say, what is your deal? You're standing.
Sorry, I'm over here just doing my own show.
You're standing in front of donuts. At Dunkin' Donuts. Thankfully, she didn't ask what the holes were. They were right there.
What's the lemon donut? I used to work with this woman. I won't name her, but we would go on. You always wanted to order before she did because she would ask the waiter like 20 questions. Now, the cheesy mac, is that mac and cheese or is that cheesy mac? What is that? What's in the chicken bacon ranch sandwich? Well, it's chicken and bacon and ranch dressing. Oh. She was probably a Dunkin' Donuts.
The pomegranate.
What's in the blueberry donut?
Yeah.
What's in the jelly donut? Jelly? Oh.
I didn't understand why that satisfied her because there's all kinds of different flavors of jelly, right?
You just said jelly.
I got pissed off. Oh, jelly.
Oh. Fuck. How did we meet these people?
I don't know.
How? By the way, I'm going to remind you before we leave, David Sedaris has a new book out, and David Sedaris is my favorite author, and the book is called The Land and Its People. And I'm only 2 or 3 chapters in it, and so far it's tracking to be his funniest book ever, because he was talking about, and this is where I just completely rip off David Sedaris. He's talking about how he hates getting text messages, and he got a text message from the airport asking if he wanted to check in early for his flight. No, why would I want to do that? I don't want to check in early. He says, I go to the airport. When they do my bags, that's when I check in. He says, why don't you just start saving this airport shit for the airport? And I was laughing so hard I had to set the book down. And Libby's like, what's so funny? And then I had to tell her. But his new book is so good. Now, David Sedaris I reached out to his people before and asked him to be a guest on this podcast, and he was not doing press at the time. That was the response that we got. He was in Cincinnati the night the boys had their graduation ceremony. I was going to go, and I thought, he is crazy enough. He may have just gotten in the car with me and then came out here and recorded something. He has went to people's homes before.
Oh, wow.
And then somebody in one of his books challenged him to do volunteer hours, and he started just doing all this volunteer stuff all willy-nilly, because why not?
Yeah.
But I wanted so bad, because I've met him and he's autographed a book for me before, and he's a super nice guy. And he will talk to people all day, but I wanted so bad to ask him to be a guest on the show, but I cannot recommend his new book enough. David Sedaris, The Land and Its People, and all his other books are great too. So there's that. Yes, why don't you just save the airport shit for the airport? Oh, ready to go.
We gotta go. Yeah, we gotta go.
Do you want to wrap this up?
No, okay. I suck. We'll be here all night.
We are going to go. We want to thank you for listening to Irritable Dad Syndrome. We want you to go to irritabledadsyndrome.com, and we want you to, you can download every episode. Hey,
huh?
If you can watch our videos on Facebook, play those.
Follow us on Facebook.
Follow us on
we just got what's that called? Shenangled on Facebook, where we actually it actually helps the show the more you watch and interact with us on Facebook.
So go to, if you're not currently following us on Facebook, go to Irritable Dad Syndrome at Facebook and become our friend, and we'll be your Facebook friend as well.
What are you, a boomer podcast on Facebook? Yeah, have you seen us?
Yeah. Yes, we are. Exactly.
That's what we are.
Good question, and that's our answer.
Yep.
We hope to see you next week on Irritable Dad Syndrome. Woo.